call. When worries weigh heavy and fears take flight, I'll be your strength, guiding through the night. And when the days are dark and heavy on your heart, I'll be the voice to guide you through the dim. Strong walls may crumble, but within you've got the spark. Just turn the key, let light dissolve the grim. Did you think you were alone in your feelings? Strike a match, let your inner strength be seen. Welcome to all things serious. In the depths of your despair, where demons roam, I'll be the hand to hold. You're never alone. When storms rage fierce and winds blow strong, I'll be the shelter in your soul where you belong. Welcome to all things serious.
Hello, everybody. How we doing today, or this evening, or this morning, depending on where you're located? So, I went and saw a friend today. It's pretty good. Talked, feel a lot better. Still working on the insurance thing, but I'll get it squared away. Only time will tell. Got a new logo. Can you guys see it? Got a new t-shirt. So let's talk. I learned something new today. I didn't know banana was a berry. Did you know that? Learned that today. Very interesting. So, Lisa, how you doing? Manic Mama, how you doing? Beast Mode, how you doing? So, I was up on a friend's panel last night, and it felt good to be up there. It's, I'm feeling better, but still. Miss Sarah, how you doing? I'm feeling better mentally, but I still need that therapist, I called my insurance company to figure things out. They're working on it. They're going to call me tomorrow. So, can't give up. There's no quit in me. And there should be no quit in you. Don't give up on yourself. So, you can't give up on yourself. So, you can't. Even when you feel like giving up, don't. Don't. Because I'm pretty sure that somebody out there has gone through the same thing you're going through right now and has conquered it. Jody Ann, how you doing? NorCal, how you doing? Rody Gal, how you doing? So it's just there are times in life where things can be hard. Yes, they can. And those hard times are what makes you stronger. H. Davis, how you doing? Viperin, how you doing? Paul, how you doing? So, after I went live yesterday, and then today, I went and visited a friend in jail. And then I went and visited another friend. I went to another friend's house and hung out and talked. Just because my friend asked me why I haven't been around in a while. And I was honest with him. And when I told him what was going on and, how I felt, and he says, you're not the only one that's been there. I understand. And when he said he understood, that was a lot. He understood. So, hung out for a while. And most of you guys know, or probably don't know, that I am a wrestling fanatic. So that's what we talked about afterwards and had good conversation. And then we talked about my birthday and having a huge cookout at my house on my birthday, on my 44th birthday, which is in April. Voodoo Bug, how you doing? So just one day at a time, that's all you can do is take it one day at a time. So I want to do something real quick. See what happens. And for those of you who are here, happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. April 15th, H. Davis. April 15th. So it's coming around the corner in about a month. Getting old. So they say age is just a number. Where are you going to be, H. Davis? You got competition going on that day, April 15th? I'm probably going to live stream for my birthday, the party, the cookout. So it'll be a huge gathering. I hope. I'll probably be the only sober person. So because down south, people know how to party. Just saying. Just saying. Everyone's Irish on St. Patty's Day except for the Scottish. We are still Scottish. Uh, uh. George. George. So I'm going to drop the link, and if anybody wants to come up on panel and hang out with yours truly, you're more than welcome to. So don't be afraid to hit the button to come up on panel. Don't be afraid. The button don't bite. So I already got a new T-shirt. What's up, Vibrant?
What's up, man? You got it looking fancy right down there.
Oh, with the letters?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
makes it look pretty cool.
Oh,
Hello.
there we go. There we go. So, yeah, one of my a friend of mine, Oz American Amy, created that new logo I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does look
Yeah,
good.
she did it. She did it. I asked her about it yesterday, and she sent it to me today.
I went. How I done mine is I went to use this program. I put a fat man wearing a cap, drinking at a bar in a 3-piece suit, and it came out like that. I thought that was pretty decent.
Oh man.
Actually, it does look like me.
So
I do enjoy whiskey.
I needed something that targeted men logos. You know what I'm saying? For shirts.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
For merchandise.
Yeah,
so I have both logos. So
yeah. No, it looks good. It would look good in a t-shirt, black t-shirt, you know.
Yep.
Or even a white one. Have it. Those colors do go with white.
Yep. It goes almost with every color. Like I can see it on a red, and I can also see it on like a gray.
No, green and blue should never been seen together.
Alma Carrera, how you doing?
Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Can you dig it?
Being of Irish stock myself.
So, but once I get my insurance squared away, going on a week vacation.
Don't blame me, mate. Where you go? Where do you think you're going?
Somewhere where there's no internet.
Well, there's a couple of thousand islands that are uninhabitable in the Mediterranean and probably the Pacific too.
No, so that week vacation will be where I can go and see a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and get my meds regulated back to normal, and get a therapist lined up and everything like that, so I can get back to normal. What I call normal. There's no such thing as normal, but what I call normal, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Sifa, how you doing?
A little bit of normality in your life.
Yeah. And then once I get out, I can get back and go into the gym. You know, when I dropped my first short, it was about mental health and taking care of your physical health, and I'm going to get back to that too. So,
yeah.
So I'm going to start doing shorts while I'm at the gym. You know, and I'm going to have a workout partner also.
Good. Like a battle buddy.
So
he's going to back you up, yeah?
You know, I can't say never. When I was 13, 14, I went to Jamaica.
Nice.
But I didn't go on vacation.
Okay. So did you go and see family?
No, I went and painted houses.
Okay.
A church I grew up going to, we did missions. So what we did,
Mormons then.
Yeah, we would travel to different states or to like another country, and we would, rehab houses for free.
Okay.
Helping people out that were the less fortunate.
Yeah.
I do remember, and then when I was living up north, we volunteered on a house, and the contractor, the GC, went in to use the bathroom, and his foot went through the floor,
Wow.
and he's
Okay.
like, "Yeah, this is not safe."
No.
So they remodeled the bathroom and other rooms in the house. They put the homeowner, and he was disabled, and his wife
Mm.
in a hotel while they did all that work.
Damn. I tried working on a building site once. Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
It was renovating this old Victorian children's home into flats,
yeah.
and they still had the horsehair cement.
Oh yeah, the horsehair plaster.
Yeah,
That stuff's messy.
yeah, and it was affecting me. But really weird story is when we're working there, we're all having a tea break, and there's only the people working there. Was only us, all in downstairs in this room, having a cup of tea, having a few biscuits or cookies, whatever you want to call them in the US. And we'd hear somebody walking about upstairs.
What?
Yeah,
And nobody was there.
no,
It was like up north. I thought my brain was playing games with me
hmm
on some seriousness. We used to clean these office buildings, right? And
yeah,
we would vacuum the floors, take out the trash, and up on the very top floor is vacant, wide open, dark, no electricity ran up there.
hmm
So, but you could take the elevator all the way up there.
yeah,
You get off the elevator and it's a long walk to the trash chute. So we get to the trash chute. I take out the trash. I would run to it, run back to the elevator, and go back down because it was dark, man. I was scared.
yeah. I get you.
No, I was scared. I don't care what anybody says. I was scared. My eyes couldn't adjust, so I was like completely in the dark. So, but we get finished and we wrap up and we put everything away, and we all of a sudden we start hearing a vacuum cleaner going, and we're the only cleaners in that building, right?
Damn.
And we're hearing a vacuum cleaner go. And I'm looking at my friend and his wife, and I'm like, did we leave a vacuum cleaner on somewhere? And they're like, no, we just put it in the closet. We're done. I'm like, do you not hear that vacuum cleaner going? And we're like, oh, we did. Every single one of us heard it, and we left. We get downstairs. We were talking to the security personnel, and they're like, oh, we
Yeah.
hear the vacuum cleaner all the time.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
See,
wild.
I've got another one. Like you've worked in pubs and hotels for a long, long while. I helped my mate run a pub, and my mate went out, and this is like early in the morning. He was chasing a bit of skirt, so he left me alone. All the pub was so I was upstairs. All the pub was shut off. Burglar alarm set. Everything was set there. By myself. I fell asleep. I woke up at 2:00 in the morning, and I heard a busy pub downstairs. I heard glasses clinking, people talking. I heard like all this chatter, and it sounded like a really busy bar. And I just heard these noises. I'm thinking, I don't want to go downstairs. I don't want to go downstairs. I'm just going to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I said to my mate, "What time did you come in?" He goes, "I came in about 2:30." Said, "So you weren't in at 2:00?" He goes, "No, Paul, I wasn't in at 2:00." I heard a full busy bar in the morning.
And it was nobody there.
Nobody there. It's really weird because Charlie Brown noises when the adults used to talk. They go,
Yeah.
wah, 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 wah. That's the type of thing I was hearing. But I was hearing different people.
Wow.
But what made it worse, you can actually hear the glasses being kinking together. Like somebody somebody cleaning glasses, put them away in the shelf. They'd actually bang them, and you can hear the cling, cling, cling.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I was hearing. I heard male and female voices.
Nope. I would have left that facility in a heartbeat.
I was also in the kitchen one day. This man used to smoke. I was there just doing something because he used to do food, so I was cooking something, and suddenly this big growling voice just shouted up and said, "Fuck off!" I'm like, "What?" I went out. I went to because my mate's mum, she's behind bar. I said, "Can I have nick a cigarette off for you?" She goes, "Why? What are you doing?" I said, "I need a cigarette." "Tell me why you need a cigarette." I said, "The kitchen just told me to fuck off." She goes, "The pack's on the table." It was the weirdest thing because it was like a growling voice. Just a growling voice just said "F off."
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck says that? So I'm looking around. There was nobody outside. There was nobody in there. It was only me. And I went, no, I need a cigarette now.
Yeah, that would. So I have a question for everybody.
Yeah.
So people in chat, put a 1 in chat if you've ever gone for a walk and heard your name be called, stopped what you're doing and looked around. Put a 1 in chat if you've ever gone for a walk by yourself, heard your name be called, turned around and looked, and didn't see nobody.
That's happened to me in a city.
Okay.
I was with I took my sister to Glasgow. It's the first time she's been in there for years. And she was only 16.
How you doing?
Yeah, she was only 16, and we were walking. I don't know where we were, but we were going down the street in Glasgow, and all I heard was somebody shout my name. And my sister goes, "Somebody's shouting on you." And I went, "What?" She goes, "Somebody's shouting on you." So I'm turning around, looking everywhere. There was nobody to be seen, but my sister said there was definitely somebody shouting your name. And this is in a major city.
Yeah, I was walking down a sidewalk, not a major city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was walking down a sidewalk and I heard my name. And I turned around and looked and didn't see anybody. It freaked me out. I thought I was hearing voices.
Yeah, it freaked me out. But my sister goes, no, Paul, somebody did shout your name. I said, "Did you hear that?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Did you see anybody?" She goes, "No, never seen anybody." And it wasn't like it was a street that had pubs, neither. It was just this Scottish voice shouting Paul. And I'm looking around going, who the fuck is that?
That'd freak anybody out. Yeah,
But-
just yeah. I when I went to therapy, I asked my therapist, "Has that ever happened to you?" Just to confirm that I'm not hearing voices.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get somebody else who heard it too, You know, when it's worse, when it's all right when you're by yourself because you think it may be just my mind playing tricks on me. But when you're with somebody and they actually said, "Yeah, I heard that too," it's like, dude, no, 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 no.
Yep.
When I heard my name called, I knew it was my mind messing with me.
Well, I wish it was my mind messing with me, mate. But when your sister hears it, you know, it's
Well, I'm not
like,
saying that.
wow,
I'm not saying it's any better, but it's just
yeah,
I knew I was started seeing things and hearing
Man,
things.
Mama, she's like, my
yeah.
dog heard it, but nobody believes him.
And my
No, but
my grandma passed away, and I would hear her holler for me.
I don't. I believe in I believe in the spirit. I believe in spirits. So I don't think that's your mind. I think that's just showing that she's some. This is my personal belief. I'm not forcing it onto you. So I believe that somebody was there just trying to look after you.
But
That's my belief.
yeah. Because you're so used to hearing your grandmother holler for you. You're so
Yeah.
used to it
Yeah.
that it's embedded in you. In my
See,
opinion, Vibrant. In my opinion,
yeah.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
See,
Well,
when
I'm on the medication now, and I haven't heard it in a while. I haven't even really seen that many things lately with the medication I'm on, but yeah, I was even seeing shit and having disassociation problems and all
well,
that different stuff.
when I took my breakdown, I can relate. I can't understand, but I can relate to what you're saying because when I took my breakdown, I was just at the bus stop, and all I remember seeing is all these snipers on the roofs, just looking at me, and I'm like, I know they're not there. I know they're not there, but my mind's telling me that they're there. If you understand. And when I was going past drains, I seen like demons in the drains, and I'm like, oh no. So that gave me like agoraphobia, and so I stayed in, and I'm sort of still recovering from the initial breakdown.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like what Lisa was saying, I'm not afraid of ghosts and all that stuff because I've seen that and all that before. But it's a little bit different. It's like for example, I'll just give it a fast example. I won't tell all the parts, but I would lay down. Okay, I would lay down on my bed. I got white or grayish walls. Right, I'll lay down on my bed. I would hear the wind blow. Out. I have an air conditioning unit in the window, and I would hear the wind blow. Then all of a sudden, I'll smell like fish, like I'm out fishing, and that used to be the smell of my dad and all my family members on that side. And then I would sit up, and it'll be like 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the walls are brown, like an old house that I used to live in back when I was young, and things like that. And the doors and windows are in different places, and it's just like a 15-second thing, and then it goes. Or I'll see shadows come at I feel like somebody's walking towards me, and I'll see a shadow in the corner of my eye, and I'll look over and nothing's there. But I was having stuff problems like that, and after hearing grandma and stuff, and I got put on medication, and now I don't really have that much of that
Mm.
anymore. I was also seeing lights, like traffic lights change. But
You were having flashbacks.
well, that's what my therapist is thinking. Him and the team are thinking that it
Yep.
was a flashback. Because it was a place I used to live that I have like like little faint memories of.
Yep.
But it was just different things like that as well as having, and it's just really weird when it happens because it's so damn real, but it's all just in your mind.
Yep.
That it's like that it's not there, but then you feel different too. Like I felt
Yep.
in a completely different spot. The wind was different, the smells were different, the air felt different, and It's so weird. It's until you experience that specific thing, it's really hard to describe to people.
Can I ask, did it give you some comfort?
No, it didn't give me comfort. It didn't give me comfort at all. That it's like a flashback or a memory of something, and I have a lot of suppressed things from back when I was younger. So there's
Okay.
a lot of things that slowly come up and stuff. Talking about stuff, we're just remembering stuff. And now that I don't have a job and my mind isn't going 100% all the time, I have more time to just sit and be in my own mind, right? So
Yeah.
more things will come out because I'm not getting rid of it by working, keeping my mind occupied, drinking, smoking cigarettes, partying with people, doing a whole bunch of stuff. So my mind, I'm like in a cage in my own mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
No,
it
no,
does.
it does 100% make any sense. I
Yep.
just thinking because, sometimes when we think things like that, it tends to give something us comfort because something we're more used to.
Well, I will tell you this: I have comfort in the dark. I have comfort in darkness. I like more than the light, like being out in the sun versus being outside in pure darkness.
I
Pure darkness is a lot more comforting, and there is a word for it. I'm not going to say it on here again because everyone always thinks I'm talking about something else because it's close to it.
I
But
yeah,
go ahead.
carry on. Sorry, no, carry on. I'll let you finish, and I'll jump in.
But I do feel comfort in darkness and stuff. And that's also, I was trying to explain it to my therapist the best way I could. When you've lived and you're basically born in depression and hate towards you, it's more comforting as you go on through life and you haven't really touched on it until later on in your life. You get more comfort when you get hate towards you than you do when you get love towards you, if that makes sense. Um, I feel
I think.
more.
Sorry, I think everybody feels different that way.
Oh, April.
Each experience is different. I think.
Well, I guess, but I just because they sit there and they're like, "Well, what's the best thing?" And they ask you all these questions. They want you to speak highly about things, and it's like, well, when
Mm.
you've lived your life with everything not on a high rise and happy, you don't really understand it. So to you, it's more comforting with this certain thing than this other thing. Like I don't have any really good memories from being a child like that. So only thing I know is other stuff. It's hard to explain. There's just a lot to it. Like I can't sit there and say and write a good story about happy things. I could write a story about depression, about pain, and I'm pretty damn good at it. And people that have gone through it understand. But other
I
than
get.
that, I can't.
I think we tend to remember the bad things more than we do the good things.
We do. And that's the sad thing, but the truth. That is so truthful is we do tend to remember. I want to shout out a couple of people. Aussie True Crime, how you doing? How's the weather where you're at? April T, how you doing? I tend to agree a little bit on that. It depends on the life you've lived. If it's more negative in life than positive, you're mentally, in my opinion, you're going to dwell on the negative than you are the positive. Manda, how you doing? If it's more positive than negative, then you're going to remember more positive things that happen in life.
You do.
So, I do agree with that. It's sad because as you get older and you try to create more positive things, your mind tends to go back towards the negative things. I've from personal experience, when I first got my driver's license, okay, I had a bunch of friends. When I first got my first vehicle, I had a bunch of friends. Everybody hung out with me. But then when my motor went in my car and I couldn't afford another vehicle, I realized nobody wanted.
Fair weather
So,
friends.
so I realized that, there are people out there that only there when you have something to offer them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
I
they
do have
call.
a question to ask about all that though when I get
Yeah.
a chance.
Okay. So, yeah, we call them fair weather friends over here, mate.
Yeah. So what were you going to
You
ask,
know?
my friend?
Well, I'm gonna ask, when did you start having issues mentally?
I think I've had them my whole life.
When
just
did you
never
first
dealt
get help?
When I quit drinking 13 years ago.
So you lived how long without having help and having mental issues?
Yeah, up until I was 30. Yeah.
But do you have friends? Like in
Uh,
person friends?
um, Not friends that I could actually talk to about certain things. Noel, how you doing? No, no, yes, no. Noel, no, Noel, no. How you
No.
doing?
Well,
So
I'm asking because like my first memory that if I look way back to as as far as I can remember, my first memory is a kid on a soccer field punching me in the face, and I had to run. I got my ass beat basically, and we got in trouble, and we had to run the field because I got my butt kicked. It was the stupidest thing, but that's the first memory I have. But I tell you what, like my whole life, I didn't have anybody. Like I didn't have family. I didn't have friends. I didn't have anything. So since I was a kid, there's been nobody. The only person was one friend that I had a couple years ago, or a couple years before I got diagnosed with MS. Was He's the only one that knew how to approach somebody that had depression like I did, and he wouldn't force me to do anything or say I have to do this or I need to go to do this or blah blah blah. He would talk to me like I'm a person, and he would listen to my concerns with myself. But he died in the motorcycle accident.
yeah, so majority of the people I hung out with, like I have friends that, so the friends I had um don't understand depression. Well, they have it, but they don't understand it because that it's just. I know certain friends of mine that should go to therapy, but I've mentioned it to them a time or two. After I started going to therapy, I've mentioned to them to try therapy because it would help them, and you can only suggest it so many times before it gets old and repetitive. So I can honestly say before I started YouTube, before I came to YouTube, I really didn't have a friend that understood me. The snooper, how you doing? So I really didn't have a friend that understood me. So I can relate. I had friends, but they weren't like friends that, when I was in the dumps, they would come and pull me out, and get me out of that situation. So
See, see what I think is that nobody can really understand what somebody's going through. We can't, but we can relate to. We can relate. Some we can relate to less. Some we can relate to more.
yeah.
So I think to say understand would be wrong word to say, because if I said this to my doctor, I said, to understand would be lying. We can relate to things that people are saying because everybody feels totally different.
Yep.
People suffer in different ways.
They do. If
And maybe,
I if I shared my earliest memories, okay. So my earliest memory, my earliest that I remember, was here in Florida. It was at my grandmother's house. Okay. When my mom used to drop me off at my grandmother's house to babysit while they went to work, she used to drop me off with a bag of cereal. So I have two memories. One is scary, one is hilarious. I have a thing for brown sugar. Manda Panda, how you doing? So I have a thing for brown sugar. So I don't know what it is, but something about brown sugar, I have a thing for it. Okay. My earliest memory is I poured a bowl of cereal and I thought brown sugar was regular sugar. So I poured a lot of brown sugar in my cereal. My second memory at age 4, I was my grandparents lived on a lake, okay, and they had a dock, and they had a tube tied to the dock, and I was on the tube, floating in the water, and an alligator came right up underneath me, and I panicked. I didn't jump out of the tube, but I verbally panicked. And then the next day, they captured the alligator out of the lake.
Wow.
Oh.
I think my earliest memory, and I must have been, well, I was 2. I must have been a 2, but I can remember my dad used to be a chef in the army. And I can remember being brought into the kitchen, being in a pushchair or a buggy, whatever you want to call it. I don't know we call it in the US. And the chef coming up and giving me a chip from the fryer. I don't know why I can remember that, but that's the only thing I can remember from my dad being in the army.
Now, I will tell you this. All my other early memories are not so positive.
Yeah, same here. I don't have
Okay.
any.
Yeah, same here, mate. Same here.
So, those two memories I shared are the earliest. I have other ones when I was 5 years old,
Hmm.
and they were all negative. 6 years old,
Yeah, I have
7
one.
years old.
I have one that's so weird. So we talk about a lot in therapy. I don't know why, but I have a memory of a kid walking across the road with a bow and arrow, like a fake bow and arrow. Had the little bandana thing with a feather in his thing and a like a vest thing. Walking across the road, about to shoot the arrow and getting hit by a car. And all I can remember is like jello all over the place, like jello. But I talked to my mom about it, and she said there was no blood. So I don't know why that's a memory I have of seeing Jello pop all over the place. But anyways, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
NorCal says, I remember my crib.
Some people do. Some people
Yeah.
do. I'll tell you what, my son remembers baby pictures, like literally baby pictures before he's walking. So he remembers the times of me taking those pictures.
Wow. See, my mum told me one of her memories, and they live. My mum's from Glasgow, so her brothers and sisters went out to play, and she said my mum used to tell tall tales. She used to like spreading really. If she found £1, she would have found £100. If you get my meaning.
Yep.
So my mum used to be like that type of person. So she goes, I remember me and my brothers and sisters, we'd be playing. I don't know where we were playing when we went into this tunnel, and we come to the end of this tunnel, and we seen this skeleton shoveling coal into a fire.
Hell no.
Yeah, and I thought, Oh, so my mum used to say this to when we were younger, and it wasn't till that, like, my mum passed away and we were talking. I said to my aunt, "Do you remember?" Because we were all laughing about how my mum used to love telling tales, and I said, "I remember my mum saying about you went through a tunnel and you came out and you seen a skeleton shoveling coal into a fire." And she goes, "Yeah, that's 100% right." And I went,
Wow,
"What?" She
Amanda
goes,
Panda.
"Yeah, that was
Wow.
her. That was like about. There was three of them. There was my mum and her two sisters, and they said, yep, they went into this tunnel and they seen this skeleton just shoveling coal into there. You know, I was like, wow, that is pretty freaky."
Good thing she's alive.
Mm. Well, yeah, that is.
All right, NorCal Jim. I hope your kids do amazing.
Yeah, look after yourself, mate.
See you later, Jim.
So,
Yeah, but could you imagine that?
man. So,
That's crazy. But see, they were trying to explain to me about how the mind plays tricks and different things like this. You see this, but could have been something completely different than what actually happened. So I don't know. We've been going through all the past stuff. We've been because, like I said, they're looking to possibly try test me and see if I have borderline personality disorder or bipolar 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
I got bipolar. So, but it's just difficult getting back into therapy. But once I'm there, I'm good. You see, good.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
No, you go ahead, man.
No, you go.
I was just going to ask when you're going to start that again.
Well, I did mention out Amanda Panda. Hashimoto's. I want to see what that is real quick. Don't type it in chat. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Dude,
Okay.
there is while you're looking that up, there's a web-based program for streaming that's better than Streamlabs. No,
So Amanda said restream.
No, not Restream.
No.
It's called. Let me look it up. Hold on. I have it in a chat. Somebody told me about it. They give you good audio quality. You know how sometimes somebody's on Streamlabs and they share a video and it sounds like crap. The music sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's because it downgrades, right? Because you have to have the you have to pay for YouTube Premium, right? To have better sound quality on YouTube, and then you have to pay for Streamlabs, which is really expensive now, by the way.
It is.
Dude, they increased the hell out of it. But somebody does music. They do karaoke nights, and they told me about another program I never heard of, called EV Mux. And it's pretty damn good. It gives you a lot of stuff that you don't have to pay for versus Streamlabs. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. EVMUX. I'll write in public chat for people. Look it up.
EVUX.
Yeah. It's I looked it up and watched a video on it, and they're actually comparing it to StreamYard, and it does way more than StreamYard. Now the guy did say StreamYard is good, but he didn't state the fact that you have to pay for it to be good. Right?
Yeah.
And plus, not to mention, you have to pay to get good sound quality coming in through your stream. So
Oh wow.
it's this one right here gives you a lot of stuff you can bring up in this called like it's host and guests. So you actually set up guests separately, and you can see people's webcams. You can see all this stuff and set the stuff up. You could talk to them privately before you bring them up on stream without talking to them on stream. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool things with it. Anyways, there's videos that you can watch on it. And there's a guy that does a really good walkthrough on exactly all the things you can do with it. And it looks really good. And it's cheaper. I think the most expensive one is $39.99 a month, but the cheapest one is $9.99 a month. It's really good.
Mm.
I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna mess with it and see how I feel. That feels like. Yeah, you can leave them off stage. You can talk to them privately, which is really cool, or chat or voice, which is really cool.
Wow.
Okay, so you can mute where the panel can't hear you, but they can hear you.
Yeah, so you basically, it's like a push to talk or whatever, but you can press it, like you can press on the talk thing. Let's say if I'm up on there and you got Paul up there and you want to tell me something, be like, watch Paul and listen to his stuff or something like that. You can press down on me and tell me what you want to tell me without anybody else hearing. And
So,
wow.
Yeah, so it can theoretically block out porn bombing better than StreamYards.
It was actually, these programs were actually made for businesses, right? And these companies to do their meetings. That's what these are made for, the web-based ones. And that's what it's supposed to be for music production and company meetings and stuff. So that's where you get the private talk on it. So it's pretty cool though. It's really cool. You should watch do a search on YouTube. There's one guy that did a really good thing on it. Watch the things on it and see it for yourself. It looks very legit. It looks awesome. And it's as easy as StreamYard to just have people come up with a little link. And you can set a private link too. It is way cheaper. And the only thing is paying for it to get the damn watermark off the top right, because it looks so girly. But you could actually set up your own themes and all that stuff. If you already have themes, you don't have to pay to have themes on that one like you do StreamYard. To use themes on StreamYard, because I have a lot of themes in a folder, I have to pay for StreamYard. But StreamYard is expensive as hell. But I was trying to figure out a way to do music. And so if I want to do karaoke and sing and show people, me singing a song or something, it sounds so bad. And I was talking about StreamYard, and the girl told me she uses this program. She says the audio sounds amazing. So I looked it up with the audio, the frequencies. If you don't know music, you probably don't know a lot about the frequencies, but frequency on what the sound is. So like music won't sound very jittery. Videos will play at lower. And this helps with the program itself not using so many resources, but it'll play to you. If you have a video up there, it'll play to you at 720 or something, but it will actually put out to everyone else at 1080, which is really cool.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah, it's really good looking.
Yeah, I've just saved it and put it on my favorite bar so I can have a look at it later.
Yeah, I have it opened up. It says for free, the free service.
Yes, even Amanda is saying you can do a lot without the paid, and you can. If you want to pay, you could just get a little bit more, but it's really cool. It was really cool looking. It might take a little to get used to, but all of it's a learning process with how it works, and it looks so good.
Oh, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely have a look at that tomorrow.
So when you pay
I'll
for
look
it,
into
you get unlimited streams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, full pro scene builder, logo, background, overlay, slideshow. Wow. 320 bit audio.
Yeah, see the audio, that's the big thing. And people don't talk about that when they're talking about this stuff. Because if you're trying to share videos or you're trying to do music stuff like I do music, you're trying to do music stuff, share your own audio or trying to sing or do karaoke or anything like that, it's all about that quality you get from the streaming software, right? And that's why a lot of times people use actual streaming software instead of the web-based stuff because you don't get good quality. But this one right here seems like it's going to be a lot better than StreamYard because StreamYard really downgrades bad. It does.
it. I suppose StreamYard's good for what I do. Don't really do live, so I've got one today, which I'll be heading off soon for. But I don't really do live, so StreamYard may be good for me at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that's the other
But I'll
thing.
definitely.
So where StreamYard, you send out your link for everyone, get on StreamYard, come up here if you want to be on panel. It changes every time. On this one, it doesn't. It stays the same.
Okay. All right.
Also, like what Beast Mode said, you can only stream at 2 hours at a time. But the thing is, they have it set up to where you can really start your next stream instantly right after you close the other stream. So it's not like where you have to exit out and reload everything and all that stuff. You can instantly start the next stream.
All right. So, like, you can do a 4-hour stream in 2 halves.
Yeah. Or if you're changing your stream, let's say if you're going from talking about music and then now you're going into talking about, let's say, building cars, you can instantly do that stream and it switches over.
I'd be terrible if it was about building cars.
Yeah, me too. I can't do car stuff.
Yeah. Where does this go? It goes
Beast
somewhere
Mode,
over there, mate.
yeah, Beast Mode said only issue we have ever had is people coming up with cell phones have issues. Sometimes it's not cell phone friendly.
Oh, so he uses it. Okay, yeah, but it's the same thing sometimes with StreamYard. StreamYard is a little bit, I don't know. Some people have a lot of issues with StreamYard too, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Like I'm gonna have to test it. I have a yeah. Electra's the one that told me about it. Beast Mode. Yeah, Electra's the one that told me about it because she was doing music stuff. She said like karaoke. Dude, I did watch the video on it and it looks pretty legit. Like I think that if they get a lot of people using the program, they probably will upgrade and be better with cell phone use and all that stuff. But that's the only reason I use it, or that I was looking it up and I was pretty impressed. So I want to download it and try it out and see if I can get the feel of it and if it feels good to me. Because if it doesn't feel good to me, then I'm probably just going to go with OBS and just not have people come up and sing or anything. I'm just going to do my own thing.
You know what I'm gonna do is my next live tomorrow night. I'm gonna use EVMUX.
Okay, you're going to give it a tester then.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a test tomorrow.
Are you going to test this tomorrow?
Yep,
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm gonna test it tomorrow. So
I know it looks so damn good
You have to
though.
look-
Like how you can move things around. You can set it up to where you're going to be the main thing. You have all these little tabs and it looks so damn good. Watch the video on it tonight or something, man. You'll see what I mean. There's a guy, I can send you the link after I get off here. There's a guy that explains it 100% the things you can do with it and the things he was saying and stuff. I'm like, dude, that looks really good.
yeah, man, anything takes time. StreamYard for me took time to get used to it. You can ask Viper, and I kept asking him questions in the beginning.
Yeah, a lot of people were. I could learn this stuff like fast. This is like me taking candy
So-
from a baby type thing.
See, the thing is, it's me. I can learn things fast from cooking because I've done it for a long time. Anything else takes me a while.
Well, the thing is like even StreamYard, there's a lot of things you could do with StreamYard that a lot of people don't know you can do. The problem is, here's one thing that really got me hooked, other than the sound quality, was the web hooks that you can do web-based things, tickers and things like that on that program, easy compared to what you could do on StreamYard.
Yeah,
That is a good thing because if you want timers, if you want to make things, if you want to make your window kind of see through a little bit to play video in the background or something like that, you can do it on the other one. You can't really do it on StreamYard. There's not really that many customization options on StreamYard. It's kind of just like there. So
no, I get it. I'll have a look at it tomorrow and see what I think. I'll probably still end up using Zoom because I'm so used to that now.
yeah, I mean, it like honestly, do like little recordings or whatever to yourself and learn it and see how you think it looks and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I say, I don't usually do live thing now. I just usually rely on content videos.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll definitely have a look.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about, being off or even private talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And you can prevent getting bombed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because some people put up the privacy screen. They're like, "I got to see your face first. I need to see your face. Come on, I want to see your face." They got to see if you're a real person or you're not trying to do something. And
No.
yeah, you can see the people down there way before you let them up. And this the whole thing on the bottom.
Yeah, because that happened to me when Eddie was on my panel. Do you remember that, Ed?
Yep.
Yep. As soon as I seen it, I went, nope, turned it off and had to wipe down the whole. It was a good live too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was an amazing live stream.
Yeah. And just some idiot. It was my own fault. It was my own fault because I should have realized. Because I thought it was a friend. I just clicked on it. And then just suddenly this, the unspeakable thing was seen. And so I was like, oh, no. Let's get it off.
It's a good thing I've never got hit with that stuff, man. I've never got hit with
I've been hit a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time before it happens to me, but I think I'm a little bit more, I guess.
But I think I lost 7 or 8 hours of viewing time for that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he did. It was brutal because once you go over 6 hours, you can't. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it out tomorrow. The new service. Sweet Sleuthy, how you doing?
I'm gonna jump down really quick. Thanks for having me up. I got to take the puppy out.
All right, mate. Nice chatting to you, and you take
Nice
care.
Thank you,
chatting to you,
Cypher.
man. No
Yeah, you
problem.
too,
If
mate.
you have any questions, just send me a message. I'll probably be messing with this program tonight. Okay, later.
All right,
Later.
Les, mate. Take care.
Yeah, once you hit past 6 hours, I think on StreamYard, you can't go in and edit a video once it's past 6 hours.
No, it was 6. I think it was like 6 hours of viewing time I had, which had done my channel a little bit, but with that, it just knocked everything off, and I had to delete the whole bloody thing.
Yep, I've had to do that. Yep.
Just a pain in the ass.
So, Sweet Sleuthy, did you get my message on Discord? And Manda Panda, if you're still here, send me an email if possible. Manda Panda. So, but I want to thank everybody for being here.
You're welcome, mate.
So, chat, thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Sweet Sleuthy's been spring cleaning like a nut. Like a nut.
Oh, it's that
Yeah.
time of year, isn't it?
Yeah. So, did you know the price of gold has gone up here in
Has
these
it?
states? Yeah.
You know why that is, don't you?
Why?
Because of the 25% tariffs.
Yeah, the price of gold per ounce is $3,000 per ounce.
The tariffs is. I'm doing this for my life actually, so I've got a whole list of things. But it's driving up prices. Here's 25% tariffs around Canada, around Europe, around the world. It's driving up prices.
So,
But
all that he's trying to do is bring factories back to the states.
it's not working.
So it takes time for it to work.
It's like a short-term
Nothing
fix.
happens overnight.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the American public that's going to suffer.
I don't think so. We were better off in the 90s when we were manufacturing our own metal and lumber and everything else.
You're still getting imports. America's always been an import. You always import and export too.
Well, yeah, but we're not really exporting a lot of goods. We're importing more goods than we are exporting. That's the problem. It's not equal. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I sort of understand, but we live in this world now where it is vital vital for trade to export and import now.
it is vital to import and export. Yes.
With these tariffs, is making everything more expensive. Even the U.S. arms industry is feeling it because nobody wants. There's countries that are dropping out of the F-35 project now. It's but we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna have this conversation on an like Discord or something.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm actually doing this live today.
Okay.
In a couple of minutes.
Okay. I might shoot over to your channel.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm just about to go head off myself.
All right, brother.
I'm starting that too.
Okay.
All right, mate. But thank you for having me up, and you take
Thank
care
you
of
for hanging
yourself,
out,
mate.
Paul. Thank you for hanging out. You're always welcome, brother.
Welcome. And the same with you to me. You know.
All right, bro.
All right, mate. You take care.
You
Speak
too.
to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You know what I used to say to a lot of people? When I ever met another guy in public or out, just talking to him, I used to call him boss. What's up, boss man? How you doing, boss? All right. Give me just a second. I will pull that up. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. The discuss. I can't speak to text. I wish I could. Discussion. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. That's right. That's why. Okay, I got it. Copy. I got it. I'm sharing the post right now. Paste. It is Paul Morrison. The channel is called The Discussion Saloon. Discussions, crime, and history. So, yes, the discussion saloon. So, on this channel, I don't talk politics, because it's triggering. I don't talk religion because it's triggering. I talk everything else. I have a favorite YouTuber I like to watch. His name's J.D. Delay. Has anybody here in chat heard of him? J.D. Delay. I like watching him. He's about protecting children and women and children. So I like watching his channel. But I also like watching, them build school buses into homes on wheels. I like watching tiny houses being built, wishing that I could live in one, knowing that I can't because I'm too tall, right? I saw this tiny house in New York City, 250 square feet of a place. I'm like, I'm too big. I'm too big of an individual to live in a 250 square foot place. I can't do that. I need at least a minimum of 500 square feet. So 250 square feet? Hell no. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's always had a dream one day is to have a garage, right? And a welder and a bunch of tools where I could bring a motorcycle in and customize it. Make it from a two-wheel motorcycle to a custom trike. Or those Boss Hosses? Probably not. But look up Boss Hoss. BOSSHOSS. Boss Hoss. It's a motorcycle, but it has a car engine underneath the gas tank. Like a 350 small block or an LT1 or, one of those, right? So I was like, imagine turning one of those into a trike. That would be serious. The only problem you would have to worry about is when you hit the throttle, the front end coming up. The front end lifted up. So I was joking with my brother because he's got a settlement coming in. And I was like, my birthday's coming up. You going to buy me a truck? He's like, yeah, I'll buy you a truck. I was joking. But, my brother probably would. So, and I could really use a truck because I like to scrap. I like metal. I like tearing down metal. Keeps my mind occupied doing things like that. So you guys, thank you for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. I might go live a little early so I can work on the new program with you guys, practice it with you guys, test it out with you guys. I'll get set up tonight for tomorrow, and we'll go from there. With that being said, All Things Serious is out, my friends.
Let's talk about the mind for a minute. The kind of battles fought, you don't just win it. It's a war zone inside, no camouflage. Every thought's a grenade, sitting ready to barrage. Growing up, they said man up, but never speak up. So I bottled it all, like a shaking soda cup. Pressure building inside, I could feel it crack. But the world outside only sees the mask, not the fact. Depression knocking at the door, anxiety's my guest. They invited themselves in, now I'm under duress. But mental health ain't a weakness, it's the strength to own. Every scar, every tear, every struggle we've honed. It's okay not to be okay. Don't let anyone take your light away. In the darkness, you'll find your voice. Speak your truth, make your choice. It's okay not to be okay. Don't let anyone take your light away. In the darkness, you'll find your voice. Speak your truth, make your choice.